We're here in Kendallville with Brayden Risedorph, East Noble High School grad and 20th round pick by the Chicago Cubs in this week's MLB Draft. And Brayden, congratulations, my man.
Thank you.
What was it like when you saw your name called and realized, man, I've been selected not only by a major league team, but by a team with a big following here in the Chicago Cubs?
Honestly, it's just kind of surreal. I mean, you look at the phone, you're waiting for the name to get called, and then you start getting phone calls. It's a crazy moment, and then in that moment, you got all that adrenaline. You don't think much of it, and then it took me about 20 minutes after the fact, after the call, and then it hit me, and I was like, wow, I'm going to be a Cubs player now one day. So
now, you just finished your sophomore season at IU, so a draft-eligible sophomore. There aren't a ton of those guys, but they are generally pretty talented. So how did this whole process begin that you thought, okay, after my sophomore season, I'm ready to maybe make a foray into the professional ranks?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of happened after high school. I knew it was a possibility that if I went to college that I'd have another shot after sophomore year and give me 2 years to develop and go to IU, which was a great place to do it. And after those 2 years, I knew it was going to be a possibility again, and then obviously I just kind of went with it.
You're 6'3", 225, can throw some heat. What do you think you bring to the table, and what are some of the assets that made you a guy that the Cubs wanted to pick up?
I think a lot of it just comes down to how competitive I am. I mean, I don't matter if I'm hurting a little bit. It doesn't matter if the team's way better than me. I'm going to find a way to go out there and compete and just have fun and be able to do my job for the other team.
At IU, we've seen you as a starter. We've seen you as a reliever. We've seen you as a closer. You actually led IU in saves the last 2 years. So how do you see yourself going forward as a pro? Like, where do you fit in a pitching rotation?
Yeah, to me, it doesn't matter. As long as I get the ball and I get to throw, I'm happy.
Well, I remember your senior season. It was your first start right here, and there were 8 scouts right behind the plate and ready with all the radar guns. What do you throw now, and what's your repertoire out there on the hill?
Yeah, so it's just fastball, slider, two-seam, and then occasionally a changeup and splitter.
And what's the velocity are we talking about?
On a good day, maybe 99.
On a good day, maybe 99. That's a very good day.
Yeah.
The decision now has to be made whether you want to sign and go pro or play at IU as a junior next season. Where are you in that process, and what do you think about the future going forward?
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to take a little more thinking with my family and everything, but I mean, obviously, once you get that chance to be a pro baseball player, it's kind of hard to pass up. So, I mean, it's awesome because, I mean, with baseball, it takes a community. I mean, to be a good baseball player, it's not just your parents that are always sacrificing themselves to take you to and from games. Like, it's other families. It takes a whole community. So, like, it's good to get that feeling of just, like, knowing everyone has your back. And then, I don't know, it just feels good because, I mean, some of these people might be able to watch me on TV one day, and it's just a cool feeling, honestly.
That's the dream from the 260 to the show. Hopefully we will see it. He is Brayden Risedorph. I'm Glenn Marini, and that is your local sports report.